trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she poppin' for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an east side, big TDE, step a whole rep. That top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp fat. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, bet that.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, break.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But two teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hey, check that, street.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
That's Kalijah Kancey in to get him down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5.
Go check. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. Remember, he was drafted and released by the Vikings. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Here we go, set.
They begin with a run by Miller. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
You look at this Saints defense,
and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Ready?
And Lance going to throw. That is caught.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
Green jack. Set.
And Lance now to throw.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Dorrance Armstrong.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Red cycle.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Come on. Hey.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allowed the conversion. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Drill green. Ready?
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Lance looking to throw it.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Malik Collins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
In motion left, Flowers. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Taking it about the 16. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the double.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yellow.
Here's Lance to throw it.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down carry now for Miller.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
In motion left, Flowers. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Here we go. Here we go. Black swap. Cut.
Miller.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Blue striker. Red, yellow. Ready.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kendre Miller
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
On the ball now.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This now a 3rd and 4. To throw, here's Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Pacheco on the read option. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. In motion, Hill.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Open man downfield is Hill.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Give to Pacheco off the option.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go now.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Panther 11, Mustang 19.
Willis.
Being chased out left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen where the defense is going at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Ready?
They'll run it again with Miller. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
White.
At the 40-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Gregory Rousseau
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
in motion left. Flowers. Throwing now is Lance. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Hey, smash Broncos! Dragon 60!
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Tag!
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Lion.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The shotgun snap to Willis.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Let's go.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
60 Maverick. Warrior 70.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Mancovers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Check, contact, check, contact.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's Willis. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Caught that one from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready.
Now Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are. Yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hill going to go in motion right.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
A gain of 14. And the
Ready.
Saints first down.
Again, it's Pacheco. Oh, some strong running. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 110 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Let's go now.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Go, Reed. Go. Ready, ready.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. B.J. Hill coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he'll be out right at the 35. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
At the 50-yard line.
Drill, 52.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half.
Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. 'Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me.